I be pumped. Like I'm all in it. So it makes me feel good.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
What about you, Dr. Charm?
The holidays, I have a love-hate relationship with the holidays because I have not lived in the same city as my family in over 20 years. And so I think one Christmas I had like a meltdown and I was like, I'm going home every year so I don't be feeling, just depressed or whatever. But I don't know, like this year, I decided not to go home because I'm going somewhere tropical for my birthday. And so I was like, you know what? I'm going to stay home this year. And I am in the Christmas spirit. I was texting Athena yesterday. I got a live Christmas tree for like 50% off. And okay, the whole house smelling like pine
We
cones.
doing live Christmas trees this year? Okay.
No, I always do live Christmas trees. Last year, the last 2 years, because I moved to Atlanta, I did a fake tree because I didn't want to have to deal with it. But we back to the live tree. I got a pine wreath. I put my little lights up on my wreath. I got my tree going up today. It's winning. It's giving this year. I'm ready.
Feeling good about it.
I made my Christmas playlist. Okay. So I got 26 songs for 25 days of December. So I'm excited.
Okay. What about you, Dr. Joe? Oh, we can't hear you though.
I'm up and down. You know what I mean? Like I go between like enjoying the fact that I now have my own family that I built, but I still miss the family that I came from. So I get the holiday blues sometimes. In between Thanksgiving, my birthday falls in between Christmas and Thanksgiving, so it's just a stretch of uh, going between celebratory feelings and like just missing my family and the way that we grew up. So
Understood. Yeah. What about you, Miss Athena?
Well, this year I feel a little sad because my family is not really spending time together, and it's just highlighting feelings about us not coming together as a family, even though we live in close proximity and the family house is built literally for entertainment. But listening to Dr. Charm gave me some hope because she just gave me some ideas of how to spend tomorrow because I'm going to be alone on Thanksgiving, technically.
Yeah. So let me ask you this. What if you could just think back, and I want to ask the audience too, folks in the chat, what has been your absolute best Thanksgiving memory? What was your best Thanksgiving memory? And then what was your worst Thanksgiving memory? I don't like worse, best and worst. Let's talk about both of them because let's kind of talk through them. For me, there has been so many great Thanksgiving memories. The cool thing is when my kids were small and I was married, both of our families were very close. I'm still very close. Like his family's texting me right now. We're very close. His parents, like my mom and his mom used to work together when we were kids. So they knew each other. Our dads were close, but our families were so polar opposite. Like my family, we clowning, we laughing, we having a good time, we Jones and we like talking shit, and then his family's just sitting there like, but it was cool. It was fun. And then I just remember like, I think the Christmas before his dad died, the kids were doing, now watch me whip, now watch me they was, and so my father-in-law was up dancing, and I mean it was just, we had so many of those years where just family gets together. It's such a great celebratory time, and I try to take that time to really celebrate. On the same token, my worst Thanksgiving was like 2 years ago. But I had just moved to, it was still good because my family made it good, but I lost a lot of money in court the day before. It was crazy. But other than that, I've had some really amazing Thanksgiving. Athena, tell us about your best.
Listen, I'm an island girl, so our best Thanksgiving was that Thanksgiving my dad cook a jerk turkey, honey. We had a jerk turkey.
Jerk turkey. Ooh. Yes. I want to try that.
Jerk turkey, curry, everything. So, and we used to play board games. So, my favorite board game, fun fact about me, every nerdy person collects something. So I collect Monopoly boards. So we used to play, like I have a whole bunch of different ones. And we used to play Monopoly and just like board games during that. So that's my best memory. My worst memory is probably going to be this one because we're just not doing anything. Yeah. And it's not because we can't, it's because we're not choosing to. So it just makes it feel like, oh.
Is all your family in the same area as you?
Yes, girl. We live within 30-minute drive of each other.
Oh, dang, that sucks.
Yeah, so.
Okay. I'm sorry. All right. What about you, Dr. Charm?
Best Thanksgiving memory is probably my great grandma, who I grew like, she was like my mother. She lived right next door to me, and so she would have like the joint Thanksgiving. So they would do the turkey and the dressing, and then her daughter-in-law, my Aunt Phyllis, rest in peace, would bring her turkey and dressing over. Aunt Phyllis can make the best Southern cornbread dressing. I can still taste it. I model mine after hers, but
You know?
the families would come over and just everybody just get together. And my grandmother was the one that she put I don't know about everybody else's grandmother, but old Black people be putting out pecans, okay, and candy and oranges. So she would put all that out on the coffee table.
Oh, okay.
And we'd have the combined Thanksgiving. We'd also have the combined Christmas. So that was the best memory. And probably we're doing the worst memory too, right?
Yep.
Probably worst memory was being homeless at Thanksgiving. Lived in a homeless shelter for 13 months when I was 15 to 17. And so being homeless in a homeless shelter was not the business, but it gave me, like, being homeless for a year as a teenager gave me a lot of insight and a lot of compassion. And I think it made me a better doctor because I ended up working in community health for the first part of my career. And it just gave me a lot of compassion for people. And like I said, when I was in Chicago, if I would make too much food, I knew where they were at, go and bring that extra lasagna plate. So yeah, but that was probably the worst, getting through that very first Thanksgiving being homeless.
Wow. You y'all, you just never know where people come from. Now here you are, a doctor, a comedian, a psychic medium, dog. Come on now, from homeless to everything.
Yeah, and the cool thing was is that, the cool thing was is that I ended up graduating high school number 10 in my class, and I got like $300,000 in scholarships. So it was just, it was motivation. It was definitely motivation. Thank you, God.
You know what? If you can do it, that's definitely an attribute to anybody can do it too. You know what I'm saying? So that's awesome. I mean, everybody don't got your brain power, but just the fortitude of being able to get through that's dope as shit. So congratulations, kudos to you, Miss Black Hollywood.
Yeah, I came from a really big family. My grandmother had 12 children who had a million children who had a million other children. So my family is extremely silly, like so much fun. We are insanely crazy. And so to be together and, like you said, just everybody ripping on each other, like, and there's good food all around. Everybody can cook. Everybody can cook.
Well,
And
girl, you
so,
from Louisiana. Yes, everybody can cook.
well, listen, and even before Louisiana, because I've lived in several states. My family is actually originally from Pittsburgh. My grandmother is from Alabama, but we lived in Pittsburgh. We grew up in Pittsburgh at the beginning. So just like having all of them, probably is the best memory that I could have. Like people coming in and out and talking about each other, and people just all of that.
Yes.
And probably the worst memory. I am grieving this week. I am grieving this week. And so one of the things that I can remember about my friend, when I first moved to California, it was like we were away from everybody. Her family's from Alabama. Like you said, I had just come from Louisiana. And so like I didn't have a family here. And so we started a Friendsgiving. And so I would be the one to cook, and she would go to the store with me, and we'd be running around the store. She'd be like, "Well, I don't know what color is the self-rising what color is the self-rising cornbread? Can we use the Mexican kind?" We would be trying to figure it out. And so, and, my mom would be like, "You can't."
How the food turn out?
Yeah, it was great. I mean, it was great. We didn't use the Mexican kind. We found what we were supposed to find, but it was, so so this will be the first Thanksgiving in a long time without her. And so especially here in California. So, I'm mourning that. So I'm gonna try to put a tree up today, me and Lauren, and we're gonna get it popping and do all the things so I can get into the spirit of it. Because I'm not feeling it. I'm
And
not
you
feeling
have
it.
your memories of her. You have so many memories. So that's a beautiful thing.
Yeah, it's true.
So
It's
for those
true.
of you who don't know, who just tuned in, who just joined us, Miss Black Hollywood Tierra, she just lost one of her best friends this week. And
Mhm.
so, holidays are such a tough time because it seems like, I don't know if the death toll arises around this time of year. I don't know what it is, but It is just a extremely tough thing to go through. So my condolences to you.
I appreciate it. And I
Yeah.
thank you all. Everybody has sent me messages. Dr. Joe had to pick me up off the floor last night. Like, I mean, everybody literally has chipped in. Lala sent me a message that was so beautiful. So I just want to, first of all, acknowledge the queens and kings. Y'all have been an amazing community for me. I've seen the text messages and the DMs and the Facebook status updates. So I appreciate that, y'all.
Amen. Well, we're going to talk more about this, Dr. Joe. We're going to get to you as soon as we come back from a commercial.
Hey, if you're just tuning in, you are watching Fly Nubian Money, where we help you master your mindset and maximize your money. I am Tiara Williams. I'm also known as Miss Black Hollywood, and I am the proud producer of this show. So I hope that every day when you join us, you leave a little smarter than you came, because that's the point. Otherwise, why are you watching? So if you want to receive notices for when we go live, Fly Nubian Money goes live every single day. That's Monday through Friday at 1 p.m. to 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So if you don't know, now you know. All you have to do is text the word Queens. That's Queens. That's Queens to 87948. That's 87948. That's Queens to 87948. Yes? If you want.
All right. So, Dr. Joe, tell us about your best Thanksgiving in your words. And also, because everybody was talking about the food, my mouth started watering. So, I'm greedy. So, I want to know also, Joe, what is your signature dish that you know that no matter what, it's going to be the bomb? So those 3 questions for you.
Okay, so to be honest, if I'm being honest, I'm listening to y'all talk about this, and I'm feeling it actually in my body as we speak. So the best of my Thanksgivings they all run together in the early part of my teenage years, right? Being at grandmother's house, being at home, being with my mother, things like that. And then like my mother passed away in October of 1996.
Ooh.
So easily my worst Thanksgiving was Thanksgiving of 1996, because that was the first one I didn't even and after that, every Thanksgiving after that for a very, very long time, I just became a Thanksgiving vagabond, right? We're just going from house to house, from place to place, getting in where I can fit in. And every year I'm reminded that I'm, just an addition to somebody else's situation. Until I, created my own family and started to celebrate it on my own. And even then, I had to put myself in the right mindset to be present, with my family, because, they deserve that from me. But the thing that I think I probably make better than anything is dressing.
Are you the dressing king?
I can put my foot in that for sure. For sure. Yeah.
Okay.
All right, so the juices is coming in through here, and I'm salivating a little bit thinking about the dressing. And I'm not a big dressing person, but there's like one person, which is my cousin, who does it very well, and I will eat that all up. So if you could do it like that,
I can do it like that.
all right. Okay, I'm hungry already. All right, you two guys in the audience, we want to know, what is your signature dish? Like Joe said, that you could put your foot in. Dr. Charm, what's your signature?
Well, according to my daughter is probably gonna be the mac and cheese. Like, she loves my mac and cheese, and it's always on her request line. And then I'm proud of myself because I am like, when it comes to the turkey, I get the Tony Chachere's the butter, and I inject my turkey, and then I put it in a bag. So you're so funny. But yeah, ever since
I can taste the juices and the buttery butter.
Yeah, because you don't have to baste it, but I always get a butter ball because they already put like broth in them. But I never have to baste anything, especially when we put it in the bag. It just, and then I do my Cajun, and then I do my little marination, and this is
wait, what's the marination? What's this? Come on.
Well, no, I put the Tony Chachere's on the skin of the bird, and I let it marinate on top, and it gets that nice crust, it kind of gets a little crusty. It's so good. And like I said, I don't have to baste it, and then I make my cornbread dressing, and I put that now. Put that now, okay, and there you go.
tell you something. This is not a game for me. Like I'm really like salivating right now, just thinking about all this good food. So, Miss Athena,
I do a lovely. Last year, I made a oven roasted jerk chicken. So instead of putting it on the grill, I put it in the. Actually, you can put it in the air fryer on the roasted setting. My air fryer. But I actually roasted this one in the actual oven. But you can also put it in an air fryer for 50 minutes. 375, by the way, in the roasted setting. And I inject it with like a mixture of pineapple juice and jerk seasoning in the actual chicken. And then I
who y'all shot?
yes, and then I dress
Pineapple
it
juice?
up with whip up a sauce on it and I dress it up so your girl can cook, not often, so they don't
Yes.
I do have to say real quick that I just want to give a rest in peace to Jenny O turkey ham because I don't eat pork and we have not. And I used to get the little Jenny O turkey ham by the pound. And I used to, because she was talking about pineapple, I would make my own glaze with brown sugar, pineapple, cloves. And they stopped making them. They haven't made them for 3 years, Jesus. And I want some ham, but I'm not going to eat no pork.
Girl, you ready to come home to the honey baked?
I mean, at least once a year. At least once a year.
That turkey had slapping too.
I will say, so I'm just getting my cooking skills up, right? Because my ex was a chef. And when I tell you this Negro, one thing he could do very, 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 very well was cook. He came from a cooking family. His dad could cook. His aunties could cook. So all his food was so good. So I had this dish. Don't clown me.
It's given.
Is it giving white people potato salad?
It's giving clown energy
You
right
putting
now.
raisins
It's
in
coming.
Constance. You putting raisins in
No. But let me tell you, it was most requested. They were requested at funerals. They'd be like, you come and bring your ish. And and my mama would be like, Nisi, I hope you not finna make that. And then my ex would be like, please don't. And my kids be like, this a get. Yes. I had this great baked spaghetti recipe. It was so good. It's very cheesy. I had all different kind of cheeses. That sound
good.
Oh, yeah, I love it. Listen, spaghetti is one of my favorites. See,
but they would always clown me like, you and your baked spaghetti again? Come on now, like you really finna just.
She said she got that one good dish and she gonna make it.
One.
And
I need is one.
And then my stepmom be like, girl, your Getty was the talk of the funeral, girl. The talk of the repast.
No.
Constance look like the type. She'll go to the store, buy it from the package, and put it on the plate.
Shut up. No, I
and be like, this what I made.
Listen, my Getty was
the Getty. White people are so funny. Not the Getty. Like I want her to say
spaghetti.
Repast.
Spaghettis.
It's the Getty, girl. Oh my God, that's funny.
Okay, so this year, what y'all doing? What is y'all doing today? Tomorrow? What Miss Black Holly? What you doing tomorrow?
Like I told you, I'm putting my Christmas tree up today. Lauren and I are going to start to get in. I'm wrapping gifts. My mother has started sending Christmas gifts to the house, so we have boxes stacked up high because she is, all into that. And so I'm going to wrap some gifts and then eat and then invite whoever wants to come over. I'm going to make I'm not making no turkey. At this point, y'all, like I'll go get like a couple rotisserie chickens that I absolutely love just for the taste of it. And I'll make dressing, but I'll put the rotisseries in the I'll just put it all together. But I stopped making like turkeys and doing all the things.
But you're not bringing a bunch of people over?
Yeah, like there's going to be maybe 3 or 4 people at my house, if that.
Maybe
and then
3 or 4 people.
Yeah. Huh?
That's a house full, girl.
You said 3 or 4 people, and that's if they come. I guess. I mean, Lauren is going to her dad's side of the family's house. Like it's going to be people coming in and out. So we'll see. We'll see. But I'm going to try to enjoy the day.
Okay. Dr. Tron, what you doing?
I told you I was gonna go to Cracker Barrel, but I walked up into the Kroger Saturday, and honey, I ended up getting me a small little hen, a whole chicken. It was on sale for $10. I I didn't want to, I was trying to, budget. And I'm like, I'm not going to buy a $7 bottle of Tony Chachere's garlic butter injection because I keep my syringes from the year before. So, child, I went in there and went in my drawer. I said, oh, I got my syringe. I can make my own butter injectable. So I'm going to make that. I got a thing of butters. And I'm going to season that up. I'm going to make my got my cornbread, make some cornbread, some stale bread to make my cornbread dressing. I got child, my Kroger's, I'm in the hood over here. They ran out of mustard greens by the leaf, and I picked the last of my greens from out the backyard over the weekend and made some Friday, because I told Athena I made some curry chicken. I picked some greens out the back. So I got some package of greens that's already chopped up. I'm gonna make that. And then I got a big ass sweet potato. It was like a big giant deformed one. I don't know, but I'm gonna cut that up and make some candy yams. And that's it. Oh, and I am making a new dessert because I'm a good baker, but I don't bake on a regular because I'll just eat the whole thing. But for the holidays, I always bake. So I'm making a date.
Dr. Charm, so you by yourself? You didn't tell me.
Like I said,
I know what you cooking, but what are you doing?
What am I doing? I'm cooking.
You watching TV? Watching TV? You watching TV?
No, we're not. Nope. We're going to go see. I got a date with Denzel. We're going to go see Gladiator. So I saved. That's what I said. I was going to either take myself to dinner. I decided to cook. And then afterwards, I'm going to go see Gladiator, see my little holiday movie. And that's it.
Okay. All right. Let's finish this conversation after we come back from our break.
You want to grow your money and not blow your money, as Constance says, check us out at flynubianmoney.com. There's all kinds of resources, programs, videos, resources. In 2024, there's no reason to be broke when there's information all around us. So get your money right. flynubianmoney.com.
All right, Dr. Joe. What you doing tomorrow?
Joe, that's Joe.
Wait, let's do your.
Look, man. Not too much now, all right? A little too much dip on your chip. Relax a little bit.
What you doing
tomorrow? So my mother-in-law lives with me now, and she's a classic overcooker. So normally, we just try to chill. But I got advice from people over to get rid of some of this food. Otherwise, it's gonna be sitting up in there for a week. So I got a couple people coming through. Like I said, I'm working on the meat tomorrow. So got that smoker out, and that air fryer, that deep air fryer. And we're gonna get busy. And instead of doing a whole turkey, though, we just I'm gonna be true to myself. Big legs and just a breast.
Typical man.
Joe love him a 2-piece leg and thigh combo, don't you, Joe?
Yeah, but you gotta have some breast in there, Athena.
You gonna throw that on the smoker? That's what you putting on the smoker?
Indeed.
That's gonna be nice. And they got seasoned, y'all. I've been looking for it in the store, but apparently they got seasoned Kingsford charcoal. Because some lady, did y'all see that lady on social media? She put seasoning in her charcoal and it went viral. But they sell it. I got to find it.
Mm-hmm. Get that right wood, really, because I see a lot of white folks be doing all that smoking because you don't even realize you'd be no great seasoner if you smoke your meat. Like you can it'll taste good no matter what you do. So I'm smoking it.
Of course, smoke that shit. All right, I love smoke that shit. Not really, but yeah, I had to say it. Athena, what you doing tomorrow, girl?
Now I have so many ideas. So I was gonna organize the house and put some decorations up. I'm not putting up a full tree, but I was thinking just putting like a nice garland on the staircase. I think I might want to see Wicked since I saw it on Broadway. I was like, since it's out, I might. Is it so good? Okay, so I might do that. Food wise, I'm like, listen, I kind of want to eat a turkey, but I don't want to cook nothing. So if I can go to Publix or find something catered or somebody have a pre-cooked turkey somewhere. Or I might just buy a little piece of one and just throw it in the air fryer real quick. I don't know. But that seems to be probably what's going to be on the agenda. Plus, I have to pack because I'm getting flued out on Friday. So,
Flued Out Airlines.
Flued Out Airlines.
Let's go for the flued out, baby. Yes. Okay, let's go for the flued out. Now, speaking of food, different people do different things all the time when it comes to holidays. And so there is I want to get you guys' opinion on this little concoction that some people like to do. And I want you to tell us a thumbs up or a thumbs down. Yo.
What is that? It's okay, that's milk.
Listen.
Okay.
The hell?
Is it
The breed of life is fresh food illegal in the U.S.
Oh my God.
4 cans of condensed milk, some brown sugar.
I'm so happy not to live in the USA, so I'll never have to taste anything like that.
All up in my pan here to make sure.
Somebody said.
All right, y'all. Now,
is this Rage Bait?
No, this Krusteaz brand was on sale. It was just
now. What is the now? What is that? Why would she put that on there?
To like a savory cornbread, so I think that'll be delicious.
Why would she double it up?
This bitch done lost her mind.
All right, now I just got 1 pound of butter here, unsalted, and I'm putting it with my hand grater, and I'm just going to be grating my butter all on top. My butter is soft.
I ain't never seen grated butter in my life, y'all.
And we're just going to get a nice coverage.
What grated butter?
Grated butter?
Cinnadust. This is cinnamon and sugar.
Diabetes to go. I'll have diabetes to go, please.
Listen, I'm kind of not mad at the grated butter. I'm kind of not mad at it.
I've never seen grated butter, but I would love. Yeah, there you guys go. That was so that looked like WPS. Y'all know what WPS is?
White people.
White people syndrome.
Yeah, you know what? It might have been okay had she, like all the way up until she started putting the cornbread mix on top. Like I wasn't sure where we was going with that. Like where
y'all ever have anybody that come to your house with some shit that you were just like,
No, because we don't associate with people that like that. I don't.
Yeah,
listen, say what you want, but Karen got a ring on. I saw that ring while she was dumping all that condensed milk in the thing, right?
Let me tell y'all.
What the mama saying, Boomerang? You ain't married you for your cooking.
Exactly.
Last year, when my parents came up for Thanksgiving, my daughter did a thing that went viral. I mean, it had like 3 million views on TikTok because my dad had put the green beans in the Minute Maid. So she went to go get her something to drink, and she opened and it was green beans. It's like, the hell. So it just went viral. It's crazy. So Minute Maid has sent us some they make custom green bean containers for us. They sent
wow,
all kind of stuff because it went viral, right?
Yeah.
But hope my cousin ain't on here. But them green beans, somebody was in that container. That's all I got to say about that. I ain't saying
my damn.
I've been to a meal at somebody else's house, and I saw like a pan of noodles with like slices of cheese individually placed on top. I saw it.
You didn't see that shit. That's a lie. That is a myth. That is an internet myth.
No, that happened.
That is an internet myth. And you are a liar. And the truth is not in you, Joseph.
It happened. We laugh about that every year since then. Like straight up, I would dump some noodles in. I did it one time. Here you go. Just here you go. Some
get their ass beat if they come to my house.
But not a speck of pepper or none on that. It was not
Can I ask you a question?
Portion of salt.
Were they of the African American persuasion?
No.
Of course they weren't.
Of course.
But it wasn't white either.
Oh.
They wasn't black, so that's all I know.
They were
correct.
So the Marisol Lingley, who made the?
What'd you say?
I'm not doing this with you today, Athena. I'm not gonna do it today.
What'd you say, Athena?
I said, is it Marisol or Lingley? Who made the
Marisol?
Marisol. Yeah, y'all be wiping them fridge box Marisols, and then they can't cook.
No, but Latinos can cook. I done had some good food from my Latino brothers and sisters.
Arroz con pollo y tacos, the most basic thing to make. Chicken and rice and beans and tacos.
Everybody gonna be good flavor because listen, I live in the DMV and DMV tacos ain't the same as California tacos.
It's different. Yeah, I'm like, hold up. Now y'all ain't just gonna be coming for them.
Right. It's not.
Who y'all think got the outside of black folks got the best flavored food in y'all opinion?
Indians.
Indians. You
Indians,
know,
they season down, baby.
yeah,
I'm gonna say Thai.
yeah.
I'm gonna say Thai.
Oh, Thai is good too, though.
I be going to them Thai restaurants. It be smelling. You be looking at them like, what are y'all
Mm.
seasoning with this?
I
Everything
don't like
tastes good.
coconut in my curry though. That's
I
why I
like
don't.
Me
coconut.
neither. That's I don't like
Yeah,
that either.
I'll
Thai.
eat
Vanessa,
Thai food, but I can't eat the coconut curry.
Hmm.
yeah,
Okay,
I
Indian.
love
yeah,
everything. I love all kind of food. I just can't pick. I
Yeah.
mean, of course, black people got the best food, but I don't know. I can't. I just love everything. You see, I'm salivating again just thinking about it.
No, and my Mexicans and my Chicanos, honey, they will lay it down on the carne asada because I have been
Sure.
caught out there. I lived in
You don't.
Arizona, West Coast, see, like Costas,
Yes.
the carne asada. Mm-mm.
Athena ain't around the real Mexicans. That's the problem.
yeah,
She's not
There's
around
a
the
yeah,
lot of Hispanics in Florida, Cubanos,
No, those are Cubans.
Puerto
Those are
Ricans,
not
yeah.
all
It's
of
Mexicans.
that. I live in
different.
South Florida. Don't try to say there's no
They're not
Hispanics
the
out here.
same. They're
It's
not
different.
Those are
Mexicans.
Cubans and Puerto Ricans and
It's
Right. In the
different.
DMV,
Dominicans. Those ain't.
El Salvadorians, they are not the same.
It's
Mexican is
different
different.
Hey,
Okay.
the Mexican cookouts go up every time.
See?
every
They love to
time.
have a good cookout.
That's
Exactly.
good. That's,
What about
yeah, some
tradition? Like
tortilla and some meat.
Or Texas. Or Texas. Texas
Tex
is
Mex is,
yes,
oh God,
yes,
guys, stop. I'm so hungry. I'm so hungry right now.
yeah.
But what is like one of your favorite traditions, like that you do, like just around the holidays? So, like, what's it like a thing that maybe you and your family do? Like me and my kids, we go look at the lights every year. What's like like a tradition that you normally do every single year that never without fail, and for you guys in the audience as well?
I'm gonna come back because I have to show y'all my tradition.
We typically play games on Thanksgiving, and we always go to a movie on
Yeah,
Christmas. So yeah, that's kind of our tradition, like every year.
I was looking at a video from a couple of Christmases ago, and my dad was trying to have Bible study with us. He was trying to pray. They every time we get to they always do a corporate prayer, and then I turned on. I told all my hoes, break it up, break it down. Break it. Daddy was so mad. Turn it off. This is not a representation of the Lord. But I love to do stuff like that to just get them pissed off right before the prayer. What's up, y'all be doing inside your family?
Karaoke.
Oh, karaoke.
Yeah. So I love a good Mariah. All I want for Christmas is you. You know, I love a good Whitney. I love a good Unbreak My Heart. Tony Braxton.
Oh, you be doing it for real, huh? Okay, you do it.
Yeah, so that has been fun for us.
Okay. What about you, Dr. Charm?
Well, I had to go off camera to get my holiday tradition. This is a 15-year-old tradition started when my daughter was young. I want to introduce y'all to Pimpin' Santa. This is Pimpin' Santa. We actually called him Pimpin' Santa. And he's got the
Ho, 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 Pimpin' Santa.
but we call him Pimpin' Santa because like Santa Claus is usually dressed in red and Pimpin' Santa is all in white and gold. And then we would always put him on the mantle. And then I have my Barbies and put him next to it would be Pimpin' Santa and the girls. So yeah, this is Pimpin' Santa. He's going up on the fireplace mantle.
Pimpin' Santa bring all the gifts. Santa, I was nice this year.
So
Big pimpin'.
did I hear this right? Did you just say the Barbie's going to stroll? That's your tradition?
Yeah, I have probably about 5 Barbies. These are not my daughter's old dolls. These are my personal Barbies. And yes, so we would have the Barbies go right next to Santa on the mantle. So
It's crazy. Nothing fuss. What about you? Like Hollywood, Tiara?
Yeah, it's been not necessarily for just Thanksgiving, but like I told you, we go up starting from starting from Halloween. Like Lauren and I are all into these holidays. So, for Thanksgiving, I try to teach her how to cook something, but we end up baking something. And then the night before Christmas, Lauren and I try to find there's a place down here that does like snow. So I'll take her out there and it'll like snow, they'll release the fake snow. And then we make something for Santa, like a cake or whatever, and she'll, we'll just do stuff like that.
I
So
love that.
I just try to like make sure that Lauren, we do something, we bake something, I show her how to make something,
Yeah.
that kind of thing.
And that's at the end of the day, that's what it's all about. It's just like those little things that you can do to create these big, big, big memories without even trying. I want to talk a little bit about, we'll talk more about that when we come back from our break.
If we're going on break.
Fly Nubian Money is now on Spotify. Yes, yes, yes. We are on Spotify. So if you can't watch us, you can listen to us. All you have to do is search Fly Nubian Money and we will appear. All of our episodes. Make sure that you leave a 5-star rating and reviews so other people that come along and are looking for a good show to watch, they'll follow us too. If you are interested in being on Fly Nubian Money, sorry, I don't have any spaces. I'm just playing. If you are interested in being a queen or a king on Fly Nubian Money for the day, please reach out to me. I'm at info@realvirtual.net. That's info@realvirtual.net. Also, if you need help with your business, go ahead and send me an email for that too. Okay. I've said enough. Now back to the show.
Black Lexicon said, I and Minnie were just blessed to eat my grandma's food, and I really think God made her to cook exclusively for him. Ooh, that's so sweet. And then Deborah Wynn said, we have a Thanksgiving testimony service at church at KCCC Yonkers, and then we feed the community for lunch. That is also very commendable.
Yeah.
I thought about the mac and cheese. Or no, it wasn't mac and cheese. It was noodles with cheese slices on it. And it reminded me of this video of this lady from the same little town that my mom was from, school. And she was pissed off because somebody had tried something a little bit different. They tried to do their own little mac and cheese recipe. Now, there is a certain way that you do mac and cheese. There is, like, if somebody tell you, and you have been designated the person who does the mac and cheese, and they've given you a recipe, you need to stick to that recipe. Mm-hmm. Don't be deviating, doing nothing different. You can't try to experiment on Black people. Experiment on your own time, right?
Not the Tuskegee experiment.
Don't put sugar in the macaroni and cheese. Don't try to put no like additional seasonings on there. Don't do that.
Because that is the star of the whole dinner. The mac and cheese is the star. And I want to talk to you about, like, what is your favorite? Like, I know what your signature dish is, but what is the, like, see, I'm salivating again. What's your favorite dish that you love? Like, you look forward to every, let's talk about it now. Tiara, what's the one dish that you oh God, I'm salivating because I'm thinking about it. The one dish that you look forward to every year.
No, like it's gotta be all together. Like you got it. Like the macaroni and cheese got to be right next to the yams. That's like right next to a piece of cornbread. That's like the greens is like sprinkled over here. Like I gotta just like pick it off the fork and then go in a line and then eat it all together. Like I know some people don't like their food to touch, but I don't mind. Yeah, like it don't be together. But as I pick it up, it gotta be together.
There is a method. You hear me to the madness. You heard me. Yes, I understand. I overstand. What about you, Miss Athena? What's your favorite that sticks out? I mean, I need that jerk recipe because I got to try. I'm gonna test it before I get the family involved in it. But I need this recipe.
Yeah. First of all, that is what I look. Actually, no. My dad is such an extremely good cook. Like such an extremely good cook. We cook a lot of Jamaican food because we're Jamaican, obviously, but we also makes like this sweet and sour chicken. I've never tasted it.
Invite me over. You got to invite me next year.
Listen, hopefully we can keep something next year. But yes, I think also we always do something for Christmas though, so that will be the big shebang. But that honestly, and then when they do make mac and cheese, it's really good. Dr. Charm, I already know that a lot of Jamaicans don't know how to make good mac and cheese. But my family does. So when they do make it, it's really good.
Good. The mac and cheese. What about you, Dr. Charm?
You said, what is the food I like? Okay, so the food.
Your favorite.
My favorite. Okay, the rice.
Oh my God, go ahead.
The favorite that I probably will never have again, but it is my absolute favorite memory
What
is
it
my
be?
Aunt Katie. Rest in peace, Aunt Katie. And Katie was one of the first Black female promoters in Houston. She was a gospel. She did gospel music. She was a DJ. She was just amazing. But Aunt Katie didn't take no shit off of nobody. And Aunt Katie would make the best potato salad. And I was so proud of myself. Like 2 years ago, that I called around to different family, remember what she would put in it, and I figured out, and I got my potato salad to taste like Aunt Katie's potato salad.
What?
So she would do the potato salad. We would have potato salad that she would make, and with some ham. And that used to be my favorite leftover meal. That sliced cold ham with a Katie potato salad. Lord Jesus.
Okay. Okay. What's your favorite, Dr. Joe?
Yeah, if I put the favorite, I'd probably be lying to y'all. So I'm gonna go with what Tierra said. You can put all that on a fork, scoop that together, and if you hit it the right way, you get all of it at the same time. That's what I'm talking about. But growing up, it was macaroni, it was mac and cheese all day. But as I'm getting older, that cheese don't work the way it used to. For me,
Oh yeah,
Yes,
yeah,
Lord. Yes, Lord.
yeah.
I could eat helpers.
Just take a lactose pill.
Yeah, it ain't your stomach. It's hard. I tried to make some vegan, girl, y'all. I'm not gonna lie. I did one year try to make some vegan macaroni and cheese, and it just
On Thanksgiving?
no.
Okay.
But I was like, I was talking about it with everybody. They was looking like there
I
better
did
be
that.
cheese.
Right.
I be trying to, but the cheese don't melt. Like the vegan cheese just don't melt. Like it
It ain't
don't
the
melt.
same.
I did it
It
for
is.
the holidays once, and it didn't taste right.
It
You
didn't
did
do
it for
it.
people?
Yeah, my daughter ate it though. I mean, she just loves my food. But I know how to cook a lot of stuff vegan like pretty well, because I was vegetarian for like 7 years. But the problem with the vegan cheese is like what Tierra said. You can't get the cheeses right. Now, if you substitute coconut milk, like canned coconut milk, that substitutes really well for whole milk, as long as you season it, because canned coconut milk has that same consistency and it has a lot of fat in it. But yeah.
Okay.
I don't
Okay.
like coconut milk flavor. I just don't.
No, if you put season, like, because I make my mac and cheese with a seasoned salt. So if you
Yeah.
put like a homemade seasoned salt, so if you season it right, it'll mask the taste of the coconut.
Whew. Roger said, my potato salad is to die for. I don't play with them pots and pans. I need to taste Aunt Katie's potato salad.
Okay.
But why you say you'll never taste it again? Because you said you just duplicate.
But mine is like 95% close to hers, but it ain't Aunt Katie's. Oh gosh, she could make some potato salad.
Okay, so I want to look at this video, because experimenting on Thanksgiving is an absolute no when it comes to Black people. You lucky you don't get your head taken off if you try to do some shit like this.
Thanksgiving. Happy Thanksgiving. We love you. But guess what? This shit ain't fair that we couldn't even get a decent thing of macaroni and cheese. We got to wait to go back to Goose for Auntie Karen to make us some damn macaroni and damn cheese. Because you decided to do some bullshit you done seen off the damn internet. Don't experiment on damn Thanksgiving. Don't experiment on Thanksgiving.
Mom,
you experiment by your damn self.
With cream cheese before.
Hell, don't try it with us. We don't want that shit. Auntie Karen gave you the damn recipe. But you chose to do shit on your own. Messed our shit up.
Now, you lucky. You are lucky if you don't get your head taken off. You hear me? You hear me? You come
out on Thanksgiving.
That's Black people. You ever experienced anything like that, or anybody fighting on Thanksgiving, or any drama on Thanksgiving?
Well, Black people gonna be Black, so there's things happen.
Jesus, yeah.
Sometimes it just depends on what family members you're around. Like, right? So, like, I know my dad's side of the family is a little like they are just country, right? And rough and all of that. So it's different from my mom's side of the family.
Yeah.
So yeah. So I don't go around my dad's side of the family because they will start fighting. People be like, "I'll kill you." I'll be like, "Oh, it's time for me to go."
You know what? What's so funny is one year we was at my uncle's house, and it was cool. It was actually a birthday party, but it was cool. Everybody was chilling, and the party was almost over. We was having a good time. And so this is my dad's people. And they was always known to be rowdy. They used to fight when we was growing up or whatever, but it was cool. Just a few years ago, everybody chilling. And my mama looked around. She said, they about to start fighting. I'm like, everybody cool. So she leaves. They play Step in the Name of Love. We step. As soon as Step in the Name of Love went off, you can start swinging. And I was, Mama, how did you know? She was like, I just felt something in the atmosphere. But everybody was having a good time. They stepping in the name of love.
They squabbing in the name of love now.
It was about 6 fights. I had to break up. It was crazy. My sister was like, "Oh, you was in your element," because I told you I used to daydream about fighting. So every time I can break up a fight, I throw a little jab in. It's like kind of it brings me back. But y'all ain't never y'all never had.
Well, we had Christmas drama, Ain't Phyllis, and I guess I don't know how drama it was, but this comes from slavery time that Black people like to get drunk on the holidays because that's when we had a day off the plantation. But Ain't Phyllis, who used to bring that turkey over, she came over, she got towed up, and my cousin was a paramedic. My other little cousin had a brand new BMX bike. Ain't Phyllis, in her late 40s, hops on this BMX bike, this little kiddie bike, and starts riding down the street drunk. And they were talking about, they was like, Cousin Carrie, you have to get that ambulance out for Ain't Phyllis. So yeah, what you gonna do? It's Black people at the holidays. Gotta love it.
I love. So listen, travel is also always a big, big, big deal. And y'all, I've been looking down at my phone because now, well, we ain't on my regular Facebook. Cool, because I'm in California and my family don't know. I'm here to surprise my family. And so I'm at my cousin's house right now. And so I had booked me and my kids' flights. So 3 of my kids came with me. I have one that's at Jackson State. We were all supposed to get here at midnight last night. And so I'm thinking we on Spirit. So I'm thinking, oh, surely our flight's going to get canceled. He's on American. He's going to fly through. But we came through. His flight kept getting delayed. So finally, I was able to rebook his flight. So just now, like 30 seconds ago, he texted me and he barely made his flight. And this boy just texted me. He said, Mom, he said, I was literally the last one. I was about to start crying. I thought I didn't make it. I was already like, if my baby don't come, it's gonna be, I'm gonna die. I need all my babies around me. So traveling is always really tough. And I'm like, you cannot have my baby. I mean, he was supposed to leave yesterday at 6:00. He's not leaving till today. He's not going to get here till tonight. But traveling is always extremely tough when it comes to the holidays. That's why I don't like doing it. We've had flights get canceled in the past, but we have a video about traveling right now and like what that looks like. And we'll talk about it in a second.
We're claiming it. 2025 is your year for home ownership, and we are going to get you to that goal. Who's we? Fly Nubian Money Club and me, Laura Lala Key, international real estate agent, and we have a wonderful session for you about how to get you started on the path to home ownership. We'll cover the steps. We'll answer a lot of the questions that most people have, because when you are educated about this process, it makes it more fun and a little easier than if you step into it without knowing anything. I can't wait to spend some time with you to get your juices flowing and to get the excitement flowing, because 2025 is your year. Make sure that you come to this class and you invite someone else, because it really is important to own your own piece of land. I look forward to seeing you. Bye.
Let's look at the travel one.
On the roads, on the rails, and in the air, America is on the move to Thanksgiving dinner. Check out the backup on the Garden State Parkway in New Jersey last night. At the airports, the TSA expects to screen 2.9 million flyers today. And the FAA is opening additional express lanes in the sky, usually reserved for the military, along the east and Gulf coasts to help keep pace with the surge in holiday flights. AAA expects nearly 72 million will drive this year, a record-setting number of drivers, finding gas prices about 19 cents cheaper than last year.
It's not been a better time in the last several years to hit the road for Thanksgiving and going into Christmas. Gas Buddy's tracking now 30 states with average gas prices below the $3 a gallon mark. That number could rise to 40 by the time Christmas rolls around.
Worst time to drive today will be after about 1 p.m. And then when we look after Thanksgiving, Friday morning, Saturday afternoon, and of course, Sunday afternoon through Forever Sunday will be the busiest day on the roads and likely at the airport.
So anybody traveling, I know the first year I moved, me and my daughter, I sent my 3 boys a couple weeks before. And so me and my daughter were going to go the day before Christmas and We got snowed in. It was the loneliest Christmas we ever had. I was looking at her, she looked at me, and we was looking at them on FaceTime at their dad's house, opening up their gifts over there. But we were so lonely because we hadn't planned it. So we didn't plan on, cooking. That was horrible. It was my first year moving, and our plane got canceled. Y'all have any nightmares while trying to travel during the holidays? Anybody?
I got caught up in that Southwest mess a couple of years ago.
I remember that. Yeah.
And so that's when I was still living in Chicago. And so getting stuck in Houston was not, which is where I'm from, was not bad because the weather was like 70 degrees. But the first day I was all right. But rolling into that, like where it was looking like it was going to roll into the second day, I was like, I had to act fast because one, I had to be back to work. And number two, I was literally moving to Atlanta. I packed up a 3-bedroom condo myself. And I'm like, and I had to have everything ready by New Year's Eve for the movers. So I was like, I got to get home. So I was driving to the airport. They canceled my flight. And they were like, we can't rebook you till, I just knew they canceled it. And that was the second time they canceled it. I got online and I got the last ticket on United out of Houston. And it was like $700. I didn't care because I was like, I need to be back home. And then I got a hotel and it was just a mess. But that was when all those flights, and shout out to Pete Buttigieg, the Secretary of Transportation, because he got everybody their money back like pretty fast off of that Southwest mess.
Ooh, I remember that. That was I was thanking God I wasn't up in that.
I didn't sleep that night. It was like a waste of a hotel room because I literally laid down for 2 hours and I didn't even sleep because I was like, I got to be to the airport to get on this next flight.
Lord. Anybody else had any travel nightmares during Thanksgiving? No?
Not I, no.
Let me ask you this, because we talked a little bit about, some of the worst times that we've had during the holidays, and we talked about just dealing with grief. Dr. Joe, you are our resident therapist. Can you give us advice? Because not only do you have the lived experience in having, one of the worst Thanksgivings and, having to deal with that, but how can people deal with their grief during this time, just getting through it?
Yeah, it's tough, because everybody's different. But, traditionally, what you miss is a lot of those traditions, the things that made you kind of feel like it was the holidays. And when those things are gone, you can't go back to them. It's like, what do you do? A lot of times I advise people to recreate or create your own either new traditions or go back and try to recreate the traditions that you're used to, just to kind of get you into the holiday vibe. And a lot of times, community is a big, 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 big deal. If you're not somebody who you're just choosing to be alone, then that's for you. But if you're somebody that's used to community, find community and, get with people that make you feel good about who you are and the times that you're having. Things like that are things that can help you kind of get through the holidays and trying to avoid a lot of the blues. Cause it hits a lot of us around this time for sure.
Mm-hmm. So what about those people who's like, I don't want to be bothered with anybody. I just want to go into a dark room and close myself off. And I can't deal with people.
Unapologetically do what makes you feel good or comfortable or at peace. If that's what you need during that time, because sometimes, that can be triggering going into situations where, family is doing family and, you start to reminisce about the times that you used to have and enjoy with your family. It can be triggering. So you might just rather relax by yourself, and you can do that unapologetically. Don't make anybody like force you to be in spaces or put you outside of your comfort zone. But always you got to check in with yourself. Like, am I doing this for my own comfort, or am I doing this for the sake of avoidance? Now, if you're just trying to avoid, feelings and emotions, you listen to me enough. I'm always going to tell you, no emotion is meant to be pushed away. You got to respond and deal with that and figure out, what's coming. That means you basically haven't faced your grief,
Yeah.
or you haven't grieved properly. And, I advise you to go get into a situation where you can start that process so you can start to enjoy your holidays and enjoy the people that are still here that want to enjoy you.
That's good. That's great advice.
I want to
Terry,
second
go ahead,
from the medical perspective, if you don't mind me interjecting.
please.
There's a myth, and I actually just found this out, that suicide rates increase during the holidays. They actually don't. They actually increase in the summer because they say people have more energy to carry out plans, because especially men, because men have higher suicide rates. But I will bring up the fact that you do have to be cognizant of depression and things during the holidays. I definitely second Dr. Joe about putting new traditions together. I'm a person that likes to put a plan together, so have a plan. But also, I want to talk a little bit about like a seasonal affective disorder or seasonal depression, especially for people who live in the northern climates. So just some of the classic symptoms of that is called the winter blues. Like you get depressed when there's no sunlight, or you start to feel low, but when the sun is out, you feel fine. And a lot of that has to do with low serotonin, which is one of our feel good chemicals. And so that turkey, when people fall asleep after they eat the turkey for Thanksgiving, it's because it actually increases levels of a neurotransmitter called tryptophan, and it makes you feel good and you want to sleep and you feel good. So one treatment, or for seasonal depression, is getting some tryptophan. They actually sell supplements that have it. Melatonin, because melatonin helps reset your body rhythm, the circadian rhythm. So melatonin has some research on that. And also I love these little lights. Somebody hit me to this a long time ago. They have lights, like a lamp that has a daylight spectrum, that you can buy them on Amazon or buy them. And you can actually put with our special light bulbs, you can put in and run those on a timer, and that helps. But definitely seasonal depression can really impact folks during the holidays.
That's good. I was looking at, when you talked about seasonal depression, it made me remember when I was in Seattle. Seattle is such one of the most beautiful places I've been, but they have a high depression rate, and they also have a high suicide rate because of those very things that you just mentioned. So for it to be such an amazingly beautiful place, with all the raining and lack of sunlight, it increases the amount of depression. So that's interesting. But I do want to talk about money a little bit, because this is the Fly Nubian Money. And there's always this pressure, I think, especially when it comes to this time of year, the holiday season, to perform, financially, whether it's Thanksgiving. Thanksgiving, first of all, inflation. Let's talk about the price of eggs. Okay. So when we talk about, getting prepared for these things and feeling pressure to perform, to have these grand meals, how are you all able to do all of that and not get into debt while doing it? Miss Black Hollywood, we'll start with you. It's tough.
Sorry about that. I'm gonna be real. I'm one of those people that go to the store and be like, I'm gonna go in there for three things and then come out with a cart full. So I really haven't cracked that code yet. Like I really do just thank God that He provides, right? Because I go in there and I go crazy. Lauren be like, I want cake. I'll be like, no, put it down. How much is it? Okay, just put it in the cart, Lauren. Like, we get it. That's literally the way we roll. So I'm still trying to figure that out. So to answer your question, I do overspend on
Yeah,
food. I just do.
I'm you. I mean, I'll go in for toilet paper, literally, and I'll take a picture of all this shit on the belt, and I'll say, I'm here for toilet paper. And I'd be so mad at myself.
Every time.
$300 later.
Yes.
But Athena, you being the money nista of the group, what should we do? How do we manage that and not feel pressured? And how do we keep our budget and not blow the bank during this time? This is the time that we spend the most.
Well, I know a lot of us are under pressure because if you're anything like me, all these companies that you shop at is sending you all these Black Friday deals for you to pressure you to buy now. But trust me, there will also be deals around Christmas. So if you miss something, do not have the anxiety of having to shop. What I like to do and what I'm planning on doing is I'm actually creating a shopping list of all the things. So outside of just food for Thanksgiving, things that I actually need. So I'm going to be restocking on makeup and all other things. So those are things I was planning to buy on anyway. So focusing on the things I was going to restock is going to be helpful for people anyway. When it comes to Thanksgiving, it might be too late because it's Wednesday, but split costs with family members or, share up the list of the dishes, and that will help as well. And feel free to use coupons and then shop early. Also, when it comes to cooking, cook things that are in season. They might be more affordable. And then when it comes to decorating, you can decorate on a dime. There's TikTok, there's YouTube University. You can do DIY decorations. Dollar Tree is still in effect. And also think of low or free entertainment. So do things like board games or movies instead of expensive outings. So, and then with their post holiday strategy, I know Joe said he's going to have a whole bunch of food. It might not be too much of a bad thing. Think of freezing some things. I know with turkey and chicken and all of that, we usually make sandwiches out of that. So make sure you stretch your dollar and your food.
Okay, that's actually a really, really, really good idea.
Yes.
So just write out the list. Let me ask you guys this before we head on out. I know we all have products and services and things that we do for the public. Are you guys doing anything for Black Friday? Any offers that you guys are giving for Black Friday?
I might.
Going on the spot. Going on the spot. Give them something, y'all.
I
Give
was
them
about to
something.
say, I want to, I'll talk about it on Friday. I'm still putting it together.
Well, okay.
It's gonna
Listen,
be for Cyber Monday, but it's not gonna be for Friday Monday.
listen, on my company and business, certain courses are available at 50% off using code WW50. So instead of just blowing your money on dresses and an air fryer and whatever else is on discount at Best Buy, you can invest in yourself and your future and create the ideal company of your dreams. So that will be on my website at wewealthwoman.com. Use the code WW50.
See, look at on the spot. Friday.
Mhm.
Ready.
Done. Black Friday.
Friday,
I
I
have
got
an
you.
astrology special that I'm going to do. And so usually my astrology readings are a little bit higher, but I'm going to do astrology readings for $100. And so just look at that for going into the new year. That includes a full report, birth chart report. We can also throw in a little, if you want to see how you are compatible with that man or woman, we could throw in some synastry, which is putting a couple against one another and see, where you guys stick. So yes, we're going to do the $100 astrology reading special, and that includes a full report. And those reports are usually like 30 pages. And you get the live reading with me. So you get the live reading with me and you get a report.
Dr.
50%
Charm is the truth, y'all. She know what she's talking about. Trust me.
50% off, baby. What about you, Dr. Joe?
Yeah, per request, I'm going to go ahead and sell the plugin to the queens that y'all have been requesting. So if you go into my website now, you can select whatever queen you want to sing Sanity for a discounted rate.
Don't leave me in all this pain.
If you pay a little extra, I'll get charged.
This ninja right here. Yo, what you gonna get me to do?
Joe pimping us, y'all. Joe want his cut, y'all. Joe pimping us out. We worse than that pimping Santa.
Hey, listen, no kink shaming, but for all you perverts, if you pay a little extra, I'll get Constant to cuss you out.
You know they like it. They like
some
what
of
you
y'all like that.
Ooh, you are crazy.
Pay up.
Crazy.
Every year, I always have my books on sale for like $5, stocking stuffer. So, and I normally do that on Black Friday to the end of the year. I just updated my keeping score, so it's like 2024. I just released it a couple months ago, maybe last month, but it'll probably be $7. I don't make any money from it. This because inflation is all goes to Amazon. You can get. Typically people they buy my books in bulk and then they use them as stocking stuffer. Because what's better than giving somebody the gift of good credit for the new year? I mean, you can't beat that. So it'll probably be $7 starting on Black Friday, but I typically extend that to the end of the year and then it goes back up to $15. So
Nice.
y'all better get it.
Confidence.
Yes.
Before you go, I want to make sure, before you reset, I want to make sure that I just ask you all, because this is just something for me. I know a lot of people struggle with family expectations.
Yes.
When they walk, when they go home, they fret going home because they feel like, I haven't had a baby yet. I don't have a husband. I don't have a wife. There's all these expectations. So I wonder how everybody on the panel would advise people who are dealing with or dreading going home because they feel like, they don't want to hear it.
That's actually pretty interesting. What do you guys think, Dr. Charm?
As far as, well, I mean, here's the thing. Put together a plan. Okay, so if your family is dysfunctional and you don't want to, you have like you there's like a certain level of obligation that you feel that you have to be there, then set a timer and limit like how much time you're going to be there. Be there an hour before. If you're on a, if you're watching your weight and you're worried about, okay, I'm gonna go and eat up everything, eat a little bit beforehand, before you go to the holiday party. Like, put a plan. I'm a planner, y'all. I think I got Mercury and Capricorn. Like, y'all know I love to plan. And so this is the thing, like, for instance, my going home for the holidays, I was a broke ass medical student. I couldn't afford to go home for the holidays. And I was like, it was this one year, I was like, I am too depressed. I got to put a plan into place to make sure I go home. So once I was a doctor, I was, made sure that at least one of them holidays I was going home. I started a tradition on my birthday. I started flying somewhere tropical because January in Chicago is not the business. So you just put a plan together. I think it helps avoid anxiety about things. And please don't be with these toxic people if you don't have to be. And also, y'all get y'all a therapist. Okay, we got Dr. Joe on the panel right here. I remember with having seasonal blues and stuff, honey, I was on the line with my therapist, like, oh, we need an extra session. Don't be afraid to call your therapist and get you an extra session in should you need it.
I'm laughing at the fact that you said if you eat a little extra, just eat before you get there with your greedy ass. Black people will talk. You don't eat up all the food. So she got seconds.
All the hog dogs, all the chicken.
That's bad. No, but there are expectations. Like, dang, she ain't got no man yet. She's not married yet. She ain't had a baby yet. Like, when you gonna have a baby? When you gonna get you a man? You sure that's really your roommate? You sure she's your
for real? For real, that's a real thing.
That's really your homeboy. Like, what's really going on? Like, what do people do in those instances? Tiara?
I because I have a family that can be very facetious like that, it comes off like it's playing, but I think it really makes people feel some type of way. It isn't. It's like there's a level of shade. So it's like, you ain't got no husband yet, Tiara. I just feel like you must be you have your expectations is too high, or we start to get in conversations like that, and I'll be like, yo, so I don't pay it no mind, but I know that everybody isn't like me, because I know my family. I'd be like, it's just whatever. But I would just say, like, for the people that it really does affect, and maybe they do feel some type of way. Like, I've had time to kind of build myself up, so there's very little that can get to me in that way. But for the people that haven't, I don't know. I would just say, like Dr. Charm said, find a Dr. Joe. Right, because Dr. Joe picked me up off the floor last night. I was on the floor. I was down. So
and shade their asses right back. Shade them, because that's the thing. With all this respect, your elder at the tender age of over 40, honey. I'm an elder now, so if you want to come for me at Thanksgiving dinner, I got a retort for you. Oh, why you ain't got no man yet? Oh, Aunt Lucy, why you ain't got no edges yet? Why you wearing all these different kind of wigs that snatching you bald every year? Let me get you my hairdresser's number.
They be like, the girl, look at you, the girl, you're big. Oh, you're big. Oh, black people. Oh,
yes.
Girl, you're big. Girl, you done gained so much. What, you're big, girl. Look how big it like.
Yeah. Shut up.
Or you can do like, one word answers. You can be like, yes.
Yes, I got a butt now. Yes. And yes.
I got a butt and a butt.
That's your answer, Athena?
Yes, no, and or sometimes I'm saying, you know what, the men like it. Sometimes you gotta, let it just, let it just fall off,
This is what you say. The niggas like it.
That's right. Or it's like, or Tiara, the example is, why ain't got no man yet? I was like, do you want me to scrape the floor? You just, what Joe would say, level 1. You want me to go to level 1? What you want me to do? I was like, or I used to say to my parents, I was like, you gonna pay for my divorce when for me picking wrong because you trying to rush?
Right, because you want to marry me off.
Yeah.
Yes. Yes. Somebody asked, what do the lonely do at holiday time? Anybody want to take that?
Yeah, Joe. What
Well,
is
since I will be lonely tomorrow,
I'm gonna call you,
um,
Athena. You ain't gonna be lonely. We gonna be on the
No,
chat.
all
we
Do
right, cool.
something.
FaceTiming,
here for the
Yeah, we
call?
everything.
gonna get it. You ain't gonna be at home like singing and staring at the wall. Like we can't
Okay.
have that. It's
At
all good.
Christmas time.
What do the lonely do?
Yes. What do the lonely do, Joe?
At
I
Christmas.
mean, listen, I've seen a lot of events and things that are catered to people who don't have family or community at Thanksgiving time. I've seen these things, and you have to be active about going to try to find something to do unless you're just choosing to be lonely. But there's always options on and I'm just I don't want to sound dismissive, but there's things that can be done. You know what I mean? There's always something going on. So you just gotta be active and try to figure that thing out.
TR, didn't you and I join that thing where you meet strangers at dinner?
I was
I
just
joined.
about to say that, Dr. Charmy.
Yeah.
Yes. You asked me if I went and I did not. I have
I
not
haven't
went
gone yet
on it.
either.
But basically, like, I don't know if you guys have seen it. I don't know what it's called, but it just says like have a date with strangers. And you can literally just sign up in your area and just go and sit and have dinner with people you don't know.
Wow.
Hmm.
Wow.
But I'll say also, like lonely, man. There's a difference between feeling lonely and being alone.
Amen.
You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
if you are feeling lonely, then I'm gonna have to get y'all to. First of all, I need a T-shirt. Whoever's in the back, get us a T-shirt that says "I need an extra session." However, Dr. Charm said it. I need an extra session. I need that on a T-shirt. Okay. If you are feeling lonely, you need to get an extra session or something going in to try to deal with what. And then to talk to the to speak to what Tierra asked about dealing with expectations. I'm a firm believer that the things that bother you only bother you because you partly think they're true. So you're
Mm.
getting bothered by a lot
Mm.
of the questions that your family is coming with you at. It's something inside of you that feels that you should have a man or that you should have kids or you should be done with this or you should be done with that. If you can handle it kind of like how Athena's handling it, you can see she's unbothered by these things. So she's not going to, feel whatever the pressures are that, but if you feeling bothered by it, extra say it, Dr. Charm. What you need
Put
you
you
to
an extra session in, okay? That's my Houston accent. Extra session. And look, y'all therapists cleaning up right now. Y'all cleaning up, and people be breaking up with folks over the holidays anyway. You know some of these dusties that don't want to get women a gift for the holidays, so they just break up with them. Or some of these girls they want to get more than one gift from more than one suitor, so they have a roster. So don't put too
Pimpin'
much
Santa
on it.
gotta dish out all the gifts, girl. Pimpin' Santa gotta dish out all the gifts
Ho
for
ho
the
ho.
ho ho ho. Listen, Pimpin' Santa.
Wow. Okay. Well, we're going to switch gears to your final thought. But before we do that, I want to make sure that everybody that's watching, that you are texting the word Queens to 87948 every time we come live so that you can get notifications because we want you to be here. We want you to engage with us. This is a dialogue and not a monologue. So we love it when you talk back to us and talk black to us every day on Fly Nubian Money. But Miss Tier, I want to get your final thought on the holidays. Why it's important to you.
Y'all, happy holiday. I feel like if nothing else, this week has taught me the importance of living, the importance of still having people around that love you, the importance of love, the importance of uh getting out and really doing the things that you want to do with your life, not listening to other people, not so focused on exterior things that don't really make a difference, material things that don't make a difference. Just really like understanding the meaning of life and the importance of life. And I don't know exactly what that is, but it feels like okay, close up. It feels like it is just this. It is community. It is us getting together and talking through things. It's when I'm down, somebody picking me up off the floor. I think that's what's most important. And so I was reminded of that this week, and I thank God for that. So if you are struggling, I tried to produce a show to help you get through the holidays in some way. Hopefully, you feel comforted by that. We love you and we thank you for being here. And yes, 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 yes. I am Tierra Williams, also known as Miss Black Hollywood. I want to encourage you all to join the Fly Nubian Money Club because we are launching December 1st, but December 7th is actually our first training. I want to teach you everything about starting a business. Well, I'm going to bring in top experts. It's not me, but I'm going to bring in top experts to teach you everything about starting a business, earning more money, starting a side hustle. It doesn't matter what you want to do. I want to help you kind of level up. And so, not even kind of, I want to help you level up, baby. So, the Fly Nubian Money Club.
Come on, let's
Come on.
get it. Let's get it. Right? All right, Miss Athena, your final thoughts.
Oh,
Can't
not,
hear you.
we can't hear these final thoughts.
She's coming with it too.
My final thoughts are like this. The holidays can be a very interesting time, a very emotional time, but let's make the best out of everything. Spend time with your family or even spend time making yourself happy. That is my goal. Now, I know a lot of y'all are getting these emails about all these sales, honey, but guess what? A lot of these stores can't do for you. Make you rich, but guess what you can do for you? Invest in yourself so you can make your own self rich. If you're interested in either learning how to take your idea into an income producing business or your own personal finances, you can go to elevatewithathena.com and you can see all my courses, such as the AI Business Launch or the Goddess Guide to Money. And those will be 50% off using the code on the screen, WW50. So take some time, that money you're trying to shell out buying a TV that you don't need, to invest in yourself to get the money that you do need. And my name is Athena. I'm a CPA and founder of We Wealth Woman. You can find me at We Wealth Woman on all social media platforms.
Oh, Constance, we can't hear you either. Everybody just unmute themselves. It's okay. Let's just unmute. Oh my God. Oh
I
my
said,
God.
get it. Don't stop, get it. Don't stop, get it. See, I just love how we all do it on cue. Because we're all Black, and that's just what we do as Black women. That's just what we do. Always dancing on cue. Dr. Charm, what's going on?
What's going on over here in this world? Look, y'all, I am so happy. I miss my daughter something terribly of being that it's Thanksgiving, but I got a poinsettia. Me and Pimp and Santa, we're gonna have a great time. I'm finna be cooking. I'm marinating my bird today. I'm putting my tree up. My tree is still in the car, and so I'm getting it out. My live Douglas fir. And I'm gonna put, and it's a 6-foot tree too, got it half price. We'll put my tree up. I got my pine wreath. I mean, I'm just ready to do it, y'all. And you gotta start some traditions. Don't let these societal expectations have you in your feelings. Don't let other people's expectations have you in your feelings. Binge watch something if you're by yourself. Talk to your family members. Get that extra session with your therapist. I downloaded my Christmas list last night. It got me so excited because I posted it on Facebook. But I got Last Christmas by Wham, Christmas in Hollis by Run DMC. What's it? It's Christmas time in Hollis, Queens. Mama cooking chicken and collard greens. You got to get into the spirit, y'all. Get into the spirit. It's Sagittarius season. And my last thought, as an astrologer, is Mercury retrograde, y'all. So it's a nice time to be around friends and family that you haven't seen in a long time. But y'all watch it if them old boyfriends or girlfriends come around, because they might not stay. Anyways, follow me on Instagram, CharmGirl77. I drop new skits every week. Thank y'all so much for having me today.
All right. Thank you, Dr. Charm. Dr. GZ, what's crack-a-lackin' Big Mackin'?
So I'm gonna like split myself down the middle. I'm gonna go like half therapist, half human, if y'all don't mind. I'm in a period of transition with myself right now, meaning that the person that I am right now is not the person who I'm going to be probably very, very soon. So the things that used to satisfy me and suit me probably aren't going to suit me anymore. So what does that mean for me as I'm experiencing the holidays? I'm not sure yet, but that's why I'm a therapist who is in therapy, because I can I'm willing to take that journey and find out what it is that is making me feel the way that I feel. Why am I up and down? Why are my emotions all over the place? What is okay for me to do? Is it okay for me to be present or unplug? Whatever it is, that's a journey for me to figure out, and I'm going to figure it out. And I advise all y'all to do the same. If you don't feel the way you want to feel, start your journey. Get you an extra session. Get your first session in. Do what you got to do. But we all are transitioning, and we are going into an era of healing. And we don't have to just feel bad just because a certain period of the year rolls around and we just going to accept that we're going to feel bad during that period. No, start the journey, make the change, figure out who you are, figure out what suits you, and figure out what gives you joy, what gives you peace. And you can, if you need help with that, come holler at me at realuconsulting.com, or you can find me, Joe Corley, on all platforms, even if I'm just dropping little gems here and there. And that's all you need is a little bit of encouragement. I provide that sometimes too. So here I am.
I love the fact that you brought the humanity, because we are all in transition. There's no place where we've
Amen.
all arrived or we've all evolved into who we will become. And the moment that you feel that you've arrived is the moment that you've lost your mind, literally, because we're all growing. We're all, and people, they think that they're perfect. And I can appreciate the humanity of a therapist saying, listen, I'm an evolution. I'm a work in progress. I'm growing. So thank you for that. I think that's dope. So for me, let me just tell you this. I never imagined when I was young having 4 children. But having 4 children is the best thing in the world, not just day to day. I miss when they were young. I miss when they were all in the house. Now, 2 of them are in college, 2 of them are home. But the holidays are so special because I have my 4 kids. And when my son almost didn't make it, I was like, Lord Jesus, I couldn't even sleep. I only got a couple of hours of sleep because I was so worried about my son. But these times are so special. And I'm so grateful. I still have both my parents around, my brother and my sister, and my kids. Like, life don't get any better, and I know that it will not always be this way. Same people who were here last year won't be here this year, and so I'm just relishing in today, in the present. And I know that we go through these transitions. Everyone goes through these transitions where we lose loved ones, but I say through it all, just be grateful for those moments, but also be grateful for today, and then how you move forward. Because I am, and so I appreciate a platform like this to be able to share, these special things, these special moments, these special memories with some of the most special people. So thank you for today. Today was an awesome show. Where can you find me? Everywhere. I am Constance Carter. Listen, my books are going to be on sale like $7 starting Friday to the end of the year. Y'all, I'm telling y'all. I remember when I was, somebody had somebody working at the Amazon thing, and when I was in California, they were like, there's pallets of your books in this warehouse. I'm like, yo, for real, my books? Yeah, because people buy them, and they buy them by the boxes for, their people, because in the reviews it says my book has literally saved their lives. Check the reviews, go to Amazon, look for Keeping Score, look for all books by Constance Carter. I never thought I would be an author, but somebody told me to write a book, and I did, and it's helped thousands and thousands of people in different ways. So buy my books. And then Net 7 Collective, I just wrapped up my 4th cohort, and you know what, I think I will throw $1,000 off of my 5th cohort. So that one starts in January. So if you are listening, if you know a Black woman, or you are a Black woman and you're interested in Net 7, Black Friday only, I'll do $1,000 off of that cohort. All right. Now, again, I love it here. I really do. And I know you do. So every time you want to get notified when we go live, make sure you text the word Queens to 87948. That's QUEENS to 87948. And we are, just like Tierra said, we on Spotify. So if you can't look at us and you only want to hear us, but I know you want to look at us, but if you can't and you only want to hear us, go to Spotify, search for Fly Nubian Money. And if you want to grow your money and not blow your money, go to flynubianmoney.com. And guess what? Every now and then, we love to have special guests on here to talk about different shit. We love y'all interaction on the comments. We love it. We love it when you talk back to us and talk black to us, but we also want you to join us sometime, right? Right, Tia? Is that cool? Can I invite some people out? All right, cool. So if you want to join us, go to info@realvirtual.net and shoot Tierra email. Come join us. We want to talk to you. We get a little rowdy sometimes. We talk a little shit behind the scenes. We talking about y'all too. Trust and believe. We talking about you Negroes. But come on here and have fun with us. We're here every day, 10 a.m. Pacific, 1 p.m. Eastern. Same time, same bat channel. So we ain't gonna see you tomorrow. We gonna see him on Friday. I think I might join him. Can I come on Friday? Can I?
Maybe, cause I got to see.
God damn, you see that? You see that?
Yeah.
Can I please, baby, I didn't come. Yes, please. Can I
It
come?
depends. I guess you told him to text the word Queens 87948. It's fine.
See, you see how she do me? So we will see you Friday. Hopefully I'll see you too if they let me on. We'll see you same time, same bat channel.
Oh wow, they got a little blurb.